Richard Reviews. Today here on Richard Reviews YouTube channel we are reviewing Haruki Murakami, Hear the Wind Sing. This is technically Haruki Murakami's first novel and the first book of the Rat trilogy. This is Richard's most appreciated, one of Richard's most appreciated author, and Richard thought that this book was perfect for his review stature. Going through his novels and going through his works chronologically, Richard tries as hard as possible not to skip over any of his major works. So Richard wanted to read this book as fast as possible, and he did that with the help of his 2014 librarian, which he felt was necessary during reading this book. We're going to look at the piece itself. This is a pretty clean piece from Haruki Murakami. Hear the Wind Sing. This is his first piece, and it's a general method of his writing style. This is a general Murakami novel. Richard is a huge fan of Murakami, one of his favorite authors, and he enjoys all the books in the Rat series. Now we're going to look at the piece, and let's just pay attention to the piece itself. This is the front of the piece, but this is actually a two-part book. Hear the Wind Sing is this book, but as you continue to read this book, as you can see, the words turned upside down. We're going to do it again. We're going to go through. The words are correct. Somewhere along the line, when the book ends, the words go upside down. That is because on the other side of this, upside down and backwards, is the second novel, Pinball 1973, which we're going to review in another video, Murakami's second novel. But the piece itself stands to be said that it is a dual novel, as you can see on the side. Haruki Murakami, Hear the Wind Sing and Pinball, so it's slashed, as you can see. The piece is in good shape, good health for the piece. We open it up, and right away we are graced with his presence of Haruki Murakami himself. That's about as Murakami as you're going to get. That's him. He's got his hand on his cheek, and he's thinking about his next novel. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. This is more praise for the book itself. Classic individuality, stems from research going about the different forms. The piece itself, as you can see, is in good quality. The price we have right here, $16 US. You cannot beat that. This is a cover designed by John Gall, Vintage International. As we really take apart and check out this piece for what it's worth. This is your standard first edition Murakami book that Richard, he rates very highly with this book. And how do you spend your time when you're reading a Murakami book is what Richard asks the question when he goes from different forms of stylistic battlefields. Derek Hartfield is a fictional character that is often brought up in Murakami's books. Major inspiration. From the opening sentences we read, there is no such thing as a perfect piece of writing. This is Murakami at its greatest. You can feel the intensity. Perfect despair, impression, desire, and perfectionism is what Murakami wants to achieve. And Hear the Wind Sing is exactly that. As for Murakami's collective works, since Richard has read them all, this doesn't stand very high. His favorite being Norwegian Wood, but it's still worth the read, because if you enjoy Murakami, it's classic Murakami. And we're going to get into Pinball in another video, but this is Hear the Wind Sing. This is number one for Murakami. technically, roundabout speaking. You can gloss over this as many ways as you want, and it's really going to change your perspective on the way you approach life. The fact that once we recognize that fact, that moodness that Murakami shows and writes on these pages, is that attitude that is gone in the process of experiences. And that Nalgene, which is made in the USA, really shows that, different worms that grow from the style cannot be mistreated as such. Murakami, once again, as always, shows that he pays attention to detail with his certain kind of cool collectiveness and his genuine appreciation for pop rock and anything from the 80s that he felt was nostalgic at the time. You get this feeling when you read Murakami that he's performing some sort of an exorcism on your toenails, and that is really what I discovered. And Richard felt that we decided it was both, intentionally, and the book itself, Hear the Wind Sing, which, keeping in mind, Richard is reading through the perspective of a person who is not expressing or not capable or doesn't want to feel like a normal adult. And that's where we live with this. So thank you, Richard, for this wonderful piece. Richard, again, blessed us with a beautiful piece, and we're going to acknowledge it and thank us through. That's Richard Reviews.